In these sessions, we're going to discuss how to create accessible PDF document. PDF are usually created in a source document, for example, from a Microsoft Word or other programs, and then converted to PDF. Making a document accessible in the original document is much easier than trying to fix a problem transferred from the original document to the PDF later. So make sure your source document is accessible before converting it to PDF. Once you have an accessible source document, for example, a Word document here, which is already fully accessible, then what you need to do is go to File, and then from the info, make sure you put in a title. This is because although the original documents, we have put in a title in the contents of the documents, PDF would not be able to transfer that information. So we need to put down the title under the property of the Word documents to make sure this information is transferred. So and then what we need to do is to save as Adobe PDF instead of using print. Normally what we do is we use print and then we print as Adobe PDF. Unfortunately, this way, the PDF that is created is inaccessible. So what we need to do is actually go to Save as Adobe PDF. And the Save Adobe PDF File As dialog box appeared. Before we click to save, we need to go to Options to make some setting. First of all, check Convert Documents Information, and then we recommend to check Create PDF-A compliant file. PDF-A is an ISO standardized version of the PDF. It is an ideal way to archive records, documents, and information to protect against future technology changes that could make digital files difficult, if not impossible, to read. So we recommend that you create under PDF-A compliant file so that your resources can be reused later in the future. We also recommend to check Create Bookmarks. Bookmarks create structure to a PDF document and allow users of assistive technology to easily navigate through the PDF. In the Word documents, we create this structural information using styles. So what Bookmarks does is to convert those styles into PDF as bookmark to convey the structural information to it. So we recommend we check Convert Words heading to bookmarks to map the heading style set up in the Word to bookmarks in the PDF documents so that the structural information is conveyed. Please check also to convert the comments. And once you check all these boxes, we can click OK. Give a title name and click Save. Now we can see a PDF document is opened with a banner across the top saying this file claims compliant with the PDF-A standard and has been opened read-only to prevent modifications. Click on Enable Editing. And then it gives you a warning to alert you for the need to save the documents later using File, Save as Others, and PDF-A to maintain in the PDF-A compliance format. Click OK. Now the PDF document is opened. We need to make sure this PDF document is fully accessible. What we should do is to use the inbuilt accessibility checker in PDF to check it and make sure that it is fully accessible. So what we need to do is select Tools, and then under Protect and Standardize, open Accessibility. And in here, we can perform accessibility check. Keep all the settings as default and say Start Checking. So this is the accessibility report that is produced. In this report, we can see that this document has 3 issues and the content of it contains 1 issue, and the rest is fine. Let's see what this 3 issue is. Please note that several of the tests, such as logical reading orders and color contrast, will require a manual check. So to check it, just right-click, and if you're happy with the reading order, say Pass. And if you're happy with the color contrast as well, say Pass. And in here we see that this title still detected as failed. So it needs a little bit more help because the information has not been conveyed. So right-click, say Fix, and it's going to retrieve the information and pass it. Let's go to the page content. So everything else is fine, but it says the tab order has failed. Again, right-click and say Fix. Now the PDF has set to match the structure order in all pages. Click OK. So now in this accessibility report, we can see that everything is passed. So that means this document is now fully accessible. And we can save this document and use it for our teaching and learning. So to save this document, go to File, Save as Other, and Save as Archivable PDF-A. So you can see here, the type is PDF-A. Save. Yes. That's how you create an accessible PDF file. Thank you. For more information, please follow this link and visit the accessibility website.